the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pocket going deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't.
Just plowing ahead. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 21.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his man. It's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 35, South Carolina.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes the offense on first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back to pass. It's Dart. They're trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
South Carolina, 20.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score. Ole Miss, 42. South Carolina, 20.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jacob. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Gets it out quickly. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On second down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. You're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.